satellite uplink established. Welcome back, Commander.
Monster Hunter. It's a series about personal growth, skill, and hunting large monsters, carving the pieces, and crafting really cool weapons and armor out of them, and then fighting something bigger. This has been one of the most consistently satisfying and rewarding franchises in the gaming industry. However, there is one question that comes to mind. Why can we never play as our previous characters? Every single game we get to play as a brand new character, and we don't get to bring anything from the previous games into the new game. Maybe on the same platform there might be some kind of pack bonuses, but our characters themselves do not get to carry over. But why is that? I'm not just talking like game development wise, I'm talking lore wise. Why in universe do we get to play a new character every single time? Of course, the mechanical reasons could involve, well, if you could jump straight into the new game with your master rank or G rank equipment, what's the point? The challenge is gone. You're going to be just obliterating everything in low rank because now you've got just end game equipment already. So it wouldn't be much of a fun experience, and there wouldn't be much point if you can bring your equipment over. But lore-wise, why are we someone different? You could make the argument that it is due to regional differences. Your hunter in Monster Hunter 1 is in a completely different region than Monster Hunter 3 or Monster Hunter World. However, in a way, I feel Monster Hunter Generations sort of disproves that, because this is a melting pot of all the generations up to that point. You've got characters from 1, 2, 3, 4, all showing up. Of course, you could say that Burna and the other new regions in Generations Ultimate are in a strategic position where it's a good middle ground for all the locales from the previous games. And then of course, logistically, your character may have simply been assigned to work in those areas and stay there. However, again, from our perspective, by the end of World and Iceborne, at the end of 4 Ultimate, end of 3U, our job is done. It's even implied at the end of Monster Hunter World that the Research Commission says, okay, we've figured out what we needed to know, we can go home now. But there were still options to continue to research, to study this new land. But given that option was given, that implies that when our job is done, technically we could just go back to the guild or the commission and go wherever else we're needed. We typically don't, but hey, that seems to be an in-world thing that we can do. So why doesn't our character ever come back? In Monster Hunter Generations, we meet the Caravaneer, who says you remind him a lot of his hunter. And the only reason why he's not asking his hunter to do the job is because his hunter's already busy. So you are the one to get it done. And I think he starts to say that his hunter is taking longer than usual to return when you get into the late game. Might not even be sure where he is, but he's sure that the hunter's fine. So our previous hunters are canon, but they seem to disappear if this is any indication. So what is the common recurring factor that appears in each game that could potentially have something to do with our hunter's disappearance? And I have come to this conclusion. There is one monster that in the mainline games has appeared in every single entry. And perhaps in every game, in canon, we have defeated it, crafted its armor, wore it, felt the power that it gives us. We are always able to defeat one particular monster that seems to be present in every single game. Legends and rumors say that there is one monster that is not exactly as it seems. It can regenerate even from a single scale. Its defeat is not truly death, it is simply a delay. It is a creature that has lived ever since the beginning of the ancient civilization. It remembers their cruelty and returns it tenfold. The equipment of fallen hunters find their gear melted onto its hide, making it stronger and tougher. And those who wear its armor and wield its weapons hear voices, and they soon succumb to madness. When they wear the armor too long, they may find themselves a prisoner and become the very monster they slain. And that monster is Fatalis. This single monster managed to destroy the entire kingdom of Shrade and made its ruins its home. And defeating this thing is an unfathomably difficult task, but those who have are greeted with very tempting armor. It's like Lord of the Rings with the one ring of power. It's an unfathomably powerful item. However, it is tempting you. It wants you to wield it. Much like Fatalis' armor, where it is among the most devastating armor in the game, with insane perks, with incredible decoration slots, high defense. It is brutally powerful, and it wants you to wear it. It is a trap. It's saying, "Oh, you defeated me? Take your prize. You have earned it. Wield my power as your own." But that is just insidious. It wants you to take that armor and wear it for too long, to be addicted to its power, and soon you're a prisoner to the very Fatalis you felled, and the gear grows and it traps you, and soon you become a new Fatalis. In canon, every one of our hunters seems to have done just this, and may have fallen to the temptation of the armor and the weapons, and became a new Fatalis for us to slay in future games. So far in the mainline games, there's been a Fatalis every single time. Monster Hunter Rise and Sunbreak didn't have Fatalis, so we'll have to wait and see what happens when we get a direct continuation of that. But so far, our characters in canon has managed to slay a Fatalis and potentially wear the gear, and that's why we never get to see our previous characters. That is why we must always start with a brand new character. Well, at the very least, our Monster Hunter Stories characters are okay. Oh no. So there's my Monster Hunter theory. Let me know what you think. Have any theories of your own? Share them in the comments. And thanks for watching. Till next time, take care.